I have not seen this episode, nor do I know anything about them. But she looks like a sweet lady, I guess. A sweet and sour with coffee enemas up the nth hour.
My name is Trina, and I live in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yeah, that's Trina.
Perfect.
And I'm addicted to coffee enemas.
For the past 2 years, Trina hasn't been able to function without her daily coffee enemas. A procedure where liquid is injected into the colon to clean out the lower intestine.
You know how bad it is that it looks like she's getting suctioned instead of enema, because that all looks like the doo-doo baby. It don't look like nothing but the doo-doo baby. The fact that they have specialty made items, mwah.
Her addiction is so intense, she does up to 4 every day.
That's not cleaning
I
anymore.
love the way coffee enemas make me feel. I feel like a sense of euphoria.
Hey, I like the way crack makes me feel, but that doesn't mean I can take 4 doses of crack a day. It's like, this is not just addiction. It's also like kind of like this makes me feel good, and therefore I will keep doing it.
I absolutely would fall apart without them.
My initial reaction was, my God, that's disgusting.
It is, disgusting it is
tried it.
not.
And now I'm addicted to coffee.
So he looked at his wife and says, "You're a disgusting woman. There's nothing in this world I would rather do than divorce you right now with your coffee enemas and everything. The girl just goes, "Please, oh, come on, papi, please just try the coffee enema for me." And he just goes, "Okay, baby, okay, even though I think it's so disgusting, I'd rather do nothing else than run away from you. I'm gonna put this up my ass and try it." And then he goes, "Oh, this is actually kind of good."
The enemas. From the first day I did them, I've pretty much been like, whatever's going on, I'm doing at least 2 of these a day. I don't care.
4 times a day, Mike and Trina fill a bucket with coffee. A hose attached to the bottom delivers the liquid to the lower intestine.
Once it's
Boys and girls, we're gonna find out. The results found that neither nor adversity was caused by caffeine. Therefore, the available evidence so far does not support caffeine as a substance that produces benefits or adverse effects in the administration of a coffee enema. We've declared several limitations of this systematic review. Okay, so this is from the National Institute of Health.
all prepped and at the right temperature, put the nozzle into your rectum, hold it up in the air.
I love
As
the
they
music.
raise the bucket, 32 ounces of coffee fills their colon.
You'll start to feel pressure growing in your lower intestine, and that's the freaky part. And just lay
Look at him go. Look at this little fucking freaky nasty dude. He was like always been like some prep boy. He was a Christian, like one of these Christian. By the way, this is not true. This is how I see it in my head. Like a little one of those, Christian schoolboys going, "Oh, mommy, you should always do this and this and this because you're a woman, and you should always do this because you're a man." And then he's like, "Oh, I never thought putting something up my butt would feel this good, baby."
there and try to relax.
I will listen to music, catch up on TV shows, read, check my
You can do that without
email.
something in your ass.
I'll tweet. I even play Sudoku.
When the timer goes off, yeah, you want to make just a quick transition from floor to toilet seat as quickly as possible. It's going to come flying out of there like a torrent.
I do think it is just really kind of gross. Gross. I think it's gross.
I love the fact that the mom had to specify multiple times. I think it's gross. Really gross. Just very, very disgusting, actually. I mean, there's a lot of coffee enemas.
Though neither of them drink coffee, Mike and Trina spend up to 5 hours every day prepping and taking their coffee enemas.
In a 24-hour period, I probably did 9 or 10. There
In
was
a
a time.
24-hour period?
Oh yeah, there was a time when I got to a point where nobody really.
He was like, that's even a bit too much for me. This girl's addicted. Way too addicted. Maybe we could have changed the coffee enemas with something else. If you're old enough, you know.
Knew, and I was just like, woo, I'm doing all kind of stuff. It's funny how our personality goes into it, but we have totally different styles.
I like a
Really?
finer, almost espresso
grind.
Really?
And I feel like that saturates the
It's like having a coffee connoisseur going, oh, I like the mocha macchiato in my latte, and I like the cappuccino, but the cappuccino is a little bit too much, maybe sugar for me sometimes, so sometimes I need the really good dark American coffee.
coffee solution more with caffeine.
I like it thicker because I feel like it's not as messy
She likes
and
it
drippy.
thick.
I like to take it into the bathroom warmer than body temperature. I like mine more on the warm side, and I don't think
I like
you
mine more on
any
the cool
heat.
side.
Mike and Trina are so addicted to their daily coffee enemas, they won't travel or leave the house for long periods of time.
The thing that saves us is that we work at home. We're always in the house kind of preparing it. Like, we can only go out at certain times.
Think about it. Think you and your partner, you're about to go on this lovely walk. You're hiking in the Italian mountains right across Milano. You can see Milano from the mountaintops. And then your partner looks at you and says, wow, we haven't had our coffee enema today. I think I'm going to start I can't. Oh, don't worry, babe. I brought a little coffee maker, a little thermos with coffee and so you can enema up here, babe. Oh, don't worry about it, babe. Think you'd have to actually think about it like that. It's like, a diabetic with their insulin. Like, you always have to bring insulin. You always have to bring like a thermos of coffee to put up your girlfriend's ass. Like, I mean, in this case it's both, but
2 years ago, Trina turned to this unconventional ritual after a series of health issues.
I had a lot of stomach problems, digestive problems, problems with my kidney, my liver. I started to do research and it led me into...
why is it that every time you see somebody with health issues, they decline doing two things that is proven to help? Exercise and better diet. They will do everything, absolutely everything they can. For example, I have a friend of mine that's a bit overweight. They will fast. They will eat 65 different types of diets. Anything to get the result. And we know that person wants to get skinnier because that would be the reasoning why you diet and not eat or all these things. But the one thing they won't do is just eat well and exercise. And it's fascinating. So this girl went on a whole coffee journey and came to the conclusion that coffee up her butt would fix all her life's problems.
the coffee enemas, and immediately I really started to feel the benefit and actually felt like I was living life for the first time in years.
No
Maybe-
medical study
maybe it
has
could
ever
be, but we-
confirmed any benefit to coffee
Perfect.
enemas.
We find that out
And
already.
Mike and Trina haven't seen a doctor since their addiction began 2 years ago.
Excessive caffeine use can lead to dehydration, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Of course, that's everything. What is it? Sola dosis phasis venenum, I think it is called. Only the dose determines the poison. You can die from drinking too much water. Like, there is an actual limit of water you can drink before you become, I think, water poisoned, I think it's called. So, a little bit of fear mongering here.
Drinking coffee destroys your body,
Does it?
tears it up, ruins it.
That's
and
bullshit.
Doing a coffee enema restores your body and builds it up.
I don't think
That's the dumbest cognitive dissonance I've heard for a long time. Like, oh yeah, you drink the coffee? You ruin your body. You put it up your ass? Perfect. Makes harmony. Beautiful. Yin yang. Buddha comes within.
it's healthy, and I don't think it's good for him. It's very concerning to me.
There's not a chance that I'm going to quit anytime soon. And I don't have any desire to.
We can't live without him.
Yum yum. I love his face every single time I see him. He's like,
36-year-old Trina and her husband Mike are addicted to coffee enemas.
You know that, yeah?
They're so dependent on the euphoric feeling, Mike and Trina even argue over who gets the first coffee enema of the day.
Calm down. You're both gonna get your shit flopped out and your tubes up in the booty. You're both gonna get it. It's kind of like people that are stressing about getting on airplanes as fast as they can. It's like, oh my god, we have to get on the airplane first. Dog, let's go. And you're just like, you do realize that the airplane isn't leaving without everybody.
I wanted to go first this morning.
What difference does
You
it
could
make?
have asked.
You snooze, you lose.
But Mike's mother is worried that coffee enemas are dangerous and wants to make them realize how serious their addiction is.
I have a couple of things, personal things I'd like to talk to you guys about.
Yeah, go ahead. What?
Well, you know, I have real concerns. I have concerns for your health.
She looks actually kind of healthy for an older lady. So, I mean, maybe take her advice. Like, she looks like she's lived a decent life, but looks healthy, skin's clean. Yeah,
Health,
nice hair.
and I have concerns about the
That's
caffeine.
ridiculous. It's not just about the caffeine. It's about the, detoxing your liver.
So how many times are you doing this a day? Because we
How would you detox your liver? Let's get up an anatomy chart here, baby. The liver is up here. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So the small intestine is here, the large intestine. So it will be going like... Your small intestine is inside the abdominal cavity. It's a long coil of tissues and muscles that look like a very long, pink, thin, red tube. Because, like, unless they are laying upside down, the coffee isn't gonna be it's not gonna be enough pressure to put it all the way up here, then all the way through the large intestine, and then into the liver. It just makes very little sense, you know what I mean? Just makes very little sense. Like, here you go. You're gonna shove it up here. Then you're gonna push it through this large one, and then into the small one, and then all the way up to the liver. Huh. That just makes zero sense. Maybe they are smarter than me. I highly doubt it. But
we never talked about that.
I'm doing it about 2 or 3 times a day.
Is that the equivalent of 2 or 3 cups of coffee?
Oh, it's not even comparable. It's going directly into your bloodstream once it enters your colon.
so that's even worse.
So it's not even comparable to what coffee does when you drink it.
But if you drink a cup of coffee,
well, and you're getting
more.
it delivered in a different way.
It's going to have a much quicker, much more intense, much longer lasting
To
effect.
me, you're getting a bigger caffeine jolt that you're
Yeah, it would make sense by what they're saying.
Jolt. What we're getting is not an energy jolt. We're getting a jump start for all of our organs.
What we're getting is not an energy jolt, just energy for the whole body. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, it's not just a little bit of energy, it's just energy for the whole day, you know? There's no energy involved, but just energy is energy, you know? Energy is making us feel energetic because the enema makes the energy come into the energy, but not via this. That's bad energy. Good energy, bad energy.
To actually function.
Makes you feel better and have more energy.
Sounds like
and
coffee
it
to me.
detoxes your body and it has health benefits.
Sounds like
What
coffee
I'm
to me.
questioning is, can you stop doing this and see how you feel?
Sure, we could. We just don't.
Can you stop taking the crack? Sure, I mean, I could, but I mean, do I need to? Do I really need to? Do you really think it's gonna be a benefit? It's gonna be a health benefit? Crack is good. You know, it's good for me. Yeah, I feel good on crack.
I want to.
Caffeine is a really serious drug, and I believe that it has really damaging effects on your body if you continually use it heavily.
Well,
My
if you use
hope
anything
is
heavily,
that
I agree with
they
you,
Stop
older lady.
doing it, that they see the error of their ways.
She is making a big deal out of nothing
I
because
see the arrow
we've done
of your
them
way.
and we're comfortable. We have every intention of continuing business as usual.
I love these TLC shots. It's pooping in the toilet
Since
and
the
shit.
start of their coffee enema addiction, Mike and Trina have not seen a physician. But after concerns from family, they have agreed to consult a doctor to see if their coffee
Exciting.
high could be causing irreparable damage.
I'm pretty confident that the doctor's going to tell us today that what we're doing is okay.
I think he's going to tell us it's stupid, to be honest with you. I think he's going to recommend we stop doing it. But even if he does, I'm going to say, well, give me
The dude seems very sensible, but also the dissonance is there. Like, he's like, oh, you know what? The doctor's probably going to say this is stupid and you shouldn't do it for your health, but I'll keep doing it. Tell me that's not crack, baby.
some good reasons.
Give me some ideas why you're doing this.
I started to do the coffee enemas just to heal my body. Like, I was in a lot of pain and I couldn't go to the bathroom.
I did it because it gave me energy and it helped just clean everything out down there.
Do you both feel like you have to do these enemas?
I feel so good when I do them that, yes, I want to feel that good.
The chemicals that
Crack
you
again.
absorb with rectal administration of coffee will directly go into the bloodstream
Yep.
rather than going through a first pass in your liver. This could be something that may cause them great problems, could shorten their life.
Very interesting what he's saying there, because the liver and the kidneys are there to kind of flush out certain things. So if you just shove it right up your ass, is it going to do that then?
Your examinations are normal, you seem healthy.
Oh, that's
Three
nice.
major complications that I would be concerned about. The first one is
Caffeine?
the perforation risk of inserting the device. The second major concern I have is chronic constipation. When you don't use them, you're not going to be able to move your bowels.
Ooh.
The third is the chemicals, not only the caffeine, but the other chemicals in coffee. I do recommend that you do eventually stop these enemas because of the potential complications.
I have a question. Is there any other kind of way to get cleaned out?
think
I
that's
really
just
like
water.
the cleaned out feeling
Yeah.
a lot.
Water, go.
High brand diet will clean you out. You'll feel the same way by eating the right foods.
I understand.
I told you, I was telling you, I always tell you, there's the same people who do the same problems every time. They'll do everything except for eat good and have a good diet and exercise.
And that there are risks if I continue to do this behavior. But I feel like the rewards of feeling great and having a happy attitude, I feel like it's way too much to live without.
I plan to continue in the short term doing coffee enemas, and I'm just going to possibly see another doctor, get a second opinion.
Mike and Trina are still addicted to coffee enemas and have no plans to stop. I mean, that's an amazingly ridiculous thing.